For it, wasn't expecting it, nearly had a chance on the doorstep. Has it now, trying to shovel in front for Sammy Nelson, broken up by Teddy Mutrin. Teddy Mutrin leaves for Tylik, back for Mutrin, sharp angle shot, good save Slavic, rebound back into the slot, taken the other way. Kwasnicka lost an edge and couldn't clear away, but it's Casey Mutrin who throws it back in deep. Sammy Nelson delivering a big check on the forecheck as we're at 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Tylik, Mutrin back for Tylik, good entry. Tylik tried to get it in front. Tretaway got a stick. Teddy Mutrin telegraphed by Jack Murtag, and 3-on-2 the other way. Murtag on the wing. Murtag has McKinney behind. Murtag spins, turns, looking Gallant. Gallant the shot, what a save, Cloutier with the glove. What a pass from Murtag, what a shot from Gallant to adjust in the feet, and what a save from Luca Cloutier. Chicago in the midst of a change. The U18's exhausted after the rush. Here's Eric Comstock. Fights through, gets it to Henry Major, who enters the zone. Tomko had it knocked away. Cole McKinney in his own slot will veer back away and circle. Or Jack Murtag. Murtag, cross ice pass for McKinney. McKinney leaves for Bracco. Back to McKinney in front. McKinney to the forehand. Rebound. Bracco, good save. Cloutier again. Donnie Bracco shows back behind Richard Gallant. A lot of pressure from the 18s to react. Leaves for Murtag. Murtag down the wing. Murtag in the corner will circle back up the wall. Murtag has a man in the slot. Instead will reverse it and cycle it back down low. McKinney and Gallant down low, taken away by Chicago. Cross zone passes just behind Mooney and finds a stick of Vanek. Vanek working on Bracco to the outside. Vanek trying to use the frame. Bracco, a good defensive play. Drew Schock takes a big hit. No arm in the air as he was well off the wall. Headman up top, here's Gallant. Here's a beautiful odd man rush. Gallant, Mooney has more in the post. Mooney, far more, good play off of the skate of Croskery to take it away on the pass. Burchild off the bench, trying to get it back down low, broken up by Vanek as Vanek chips it away. Burchild breaks it up. Mikey Burchild in the slot, takes a shot, goes to the forehand, good save Cloutier with the blocker. Will Moore strips it away on the breakout. Sustained pressure from the U18s. Burchild down low. Keen Leakin just whiffed on it. Fluttering puck in the slot. It's cleared away by the paddle of Luca Cloutier. 2:10 to go in the period. Croskery's offsides. He danced with Cameron Briere moving across the blue and will get a whistle with 2:06 remaining here in the second period. And I don't think anyone needs it more than number 1 in white. Luca Cloutier, has been fantastic. And it feels like every shot he gets is point blank grade A, right inside the slot. That save he just made on Richard Gallant might be the best of the night, which is crazy to think with how good he's been. I don't even know if I can label it as best because of how many good saves he has made. Face-off pushed over to the wall, thrown in by Ashton Schultz. It's Asher Barnett behind the cage. Barnett around the wall on the near side trying to spring Bell. Bell flat-footed on the wall, taken away on the back check by Kalbeck. Thrown back in deep by Cameron Briere, who's been a bit quiet on the offensive end for Chicago. This one off the wall, couldn't be collected cleanly by Stewart. Kalbeck will throw this one in deep, and Chicago will try to establish the forecheck. Slavic will just chop it back up the wall. Stewart back down low for Barnett. Barnett hits the brakes behind his own cage. Teddy Mutrin will pressure for Chicago. Barnett trying to be pickpocketed by Mutrin, got it back out to the neutral zone, but Kalbeck will pinch and stop that rush. Delayed offsides, or at least, hey, you thought, but not the other way. Stewart for O'Neal. O'Neal trying to ramp it in, didn't get enough wood on it. Alex Kalbeck, hounded by Will Bell. Lead for Marchenko in open ice. Back in front of the U18 bench, O'Neal. Tied up. Going back in Marchenko. Marchenko for Kalbeck. Kalbeck on the near side wing. Kalbeck crosses ice, throws that one into the slot. Knocked down by Slavic, thrown back on the wall. Sammy Nelson, last minute to play here in the second. Bell turns, gives, good pass to the neutral zone, trying to spring Donnie Bracco. Bracco collects the change off the wall, fights through. Bracco finds his man Kwasnicka. Kwasnicka from a sharp angle. That one got blocked by Golker. Battle down low. Chicago gravitates their three. They leave Tomko as the lone man in the slot. One put back into open ice, far side corner. Bracco tried to put it back to where he came from the blue line. Nobody covering. Goes all the way back to the Team USA side of the blue. Kwasnicka will give up for Nelson. Nelson with an angle. Nelson the shot. Good save. Cloutier with the blocker. And he covers it up. Blocker side chest. Right there from the big 6'2 netminder. By 4. They've led the entire game as much as 6 as McClellan swats Lewis. He got it back. Back out. Mitchelson, corner, Jones, fake the 3, drives inside, swatted again by McClellan. That's 2 blocks by 3-4. Headman to 2-4. Immersion, Weston, corner for Davis. Driving on the baseline, he stripped away. Chair pulled McClellan, Weston. Time and space for Amani Weston. With space, he's dangerous to Love. Fouled on the play. Satchel Love just tried to put someone on Sports Center, but he's fouled. Sam Medendorp made a business decision, take a foul or end up on Sports Center top 10. It's a pretty easy decision if you ask me. 7:41 to go. He'll make Satchel Love earn him the hard way. Got the first to go. Satchel Love has been one of those pieces for the Crusaders that when you see him on the court, you know that Coach Noel Emmenheiser likes the matchup he's getting. Love only averages 4.4 points per game, but he's been a good part of this bench all year. He has season highs of 16 points and 10 rebounds, and you know what Satchel Love brings to the table. 6-point lead, it's the highest of the day. Last time they led by 6, it was 15-9. Inside, Medendorp is swatted off the glass. LeBron-esque from Satchel Love, he's on a big tear himself. Davis to the hoop, lost the ball, got it back to Immersion, reset, 20 seconds, Weston way downtown, buries it! This team is what I thought I'd see back in October. My goodness, they're hooping. David Day up top. Mitchelson, Day, left side screen from Medendorp. They get the switch, they get the collapse. Over Mitchelson, Mitchelson, cross, Medendorp, touch outside Jones. Top of the arc, trifecta. This game has been back and forth, absolutely nuts. McClellan the top of the arc to Weston. Weston red sees the park, goes for the lob. It's taken away, a little bit of flash. David Day for 3 to answer. He cannot do so, but Lewis the board, and he blew the layup. And a foul. That is disastrous right there for Aquinas. The foul is on Sam Medendorp, and this crowd will let him hear it. 6:22 to go in the first. 6-point game at ACCU. Let's go! 6:20 to go, 6-point lead, 35-29. Amani Weston just had a big-time deep 3. He led the way, McClellan with the basketball, hands off Immersion. Immersion moving, 3-ball, bank is open! When you're hot, you're hot. 2-4 is indeed scorching. He's got 11. Corner 3 for Ryan, where to answer, he turns and lets the crowd hear it. Aquinas, man, they play this team tough every time these two teams play. Immersion guarded by Ware, trying to slip it to Love. Love got it back, goes for the throwdown and was blocked by the rim. Mitchelson pushing pace. For Lewis at the free throw line. Lewis up top for Devin Boyd. Boyd leads the way for the Saints with 11 points. Lewis inside Pokerzinski. Pokerzinski kicks, collects, loose ball. Immersion comes up with it. Numbers, heaves, Weston open space. Weston throws it down. 8-point lead. The Crusaders are scorching hot. Devin Boyd, Jadakis Lewis, the leading scorers, play give and go. Caden Pokerzinski. Caleb Mitchelson guarded by Jermaine Davis, playing solid minutes defensively for the Crusaders off the bench. Boyd, Ware, way downtown. Oh my goodness. Ryan Ware. 5-point game again from about 35 feet. He drilled it. Through his 22 and 2/3 innings. First pitch to Stepik, taken at the chest. Really hot start for Stepik, had a bit of a cool off, but on an 8-game hit streak where he's 14 of 32 in that span. Really making an impact in his first season in a Crusader uniform. He swings through that breaking ball in the bottom half. Hitting .414 through 26 games, has played every single game for head coach Drew Heward. Top 10 in average and the leader in the whack in hits. Goes down swinging on a breaking ball low and away in the dirt. An ugly K right away, and Riley Thomas showing the arsenal early with the breaking balls.
7, Luke Spicer.
brings up Luke Spicer, another name who's been on fire for the Crusaders, but as we just saw with Stepic, Riley Thomas is not messing around. Thomas sets, fires another breaking ball on the outside. Is taken for a strike. Spicer hits in 8 of his last 10. He's 16 of 34 with 15 RBIs in his last 9 games. Having a big-time sophomore year. Hot shot down the line of first. It's fair. It goes all the way to the tarp. Spicer will round first. He'll go to second. He'll take a look around 2. He'll sit right there with his 4th double of the year. It's a 1-out double opposite field line for the sophomore.
Third baseman, number 5, Kyle Revere.
It's a really good piece of hitting from Spicer. He knew he was probably going to get something on the off-speed side of things with the arsenal that Riley Thomas had displayed in the early handful of pitches. He waited, got his hands extended opposite field, and puts it down the first base line. Now brings up Kyle Revere to the dish with a man in scoring position early. Breaking ball turns on a third base line and foul. Home plate umpire claims foul. It looked to be close. Spicer will retract back to second. Revere on a 24-game hitting streak. Started the year 0 for 7. Since then, 39 base knocks in 84 at-bats. 25 RBIs his last 14 games. And has RBIs in 7 of his last 8 and 3 straight. What a season the senior from Sterling Heights is having. Nearly had an RBI right there. Thomas tried to get him to go after the low and away breaking ball. He's been living low and away. Locating very well. That one just missed. 34 RBIs for Revere. Stands second in the conference, 1 behind the leader. But has played 2 less games. Then Romero from Uno. That one in the dirt as well. Revere making his 127th start in a Crusader uniform. Has 103 career RBIs, 32 doubles, 8 triples, which ranks 10th all-time in a Crusader uniform, and 14 long balls. The chance for RBI number 104 on the base paths. Thomas sets, fires, fastball down low, and it runs the count 3-1. The defense behind Riley Thomas. Farnham behind the dish will receive. Goodman, Gardner, Brown, and Jefferson make up the infield. Meyer, Nelson, and Foster the outfield from left to right as well. They back off Spicer at second. This one ripped on a line to left field. It'll one-hop to Meyer. Rounding third and going home is Spicer. Revere will take a trot. The throw's cut off. It's an RBI single, the 35th of the year, the 104th of his career for Kyle Revere. Death, Texas, and Kyle Revere delivering with runners in scoring position.
The designated hitter, number 55, Bobby Cavan.
It brings up Bobby Cavan to the dish, has hits in 8 of his last 11. Playing DH today, the last time he was a full-time DH for the Crusaders was 2023. He hit 9 home runs and 39 RBIs. Watches that breaking ball low, tail at the knees. Good drop as he relays to the dugout. But it's a 3-pitch strikeout to tie Stepic. Since then, Spicer doubled on the right field line. Revere rips an RBI single for his 35th RBI of the year to left. And it brings up the 6-1 grad catcher. Runner takes off, hit and run through the 6 hole at shortstop. Revere rounds second, he'll go for 3. The relay from left field is not in time. Hit and run works out perfectly. Runners at the corners as it's 3 straight base knocks for the Crusaders.
The dance flow silly. The ladies gon' feel me. The fellas in the back.
Left fielder, number 13, Cooper Etheridge.
But it brings up a bat for the Crusaders that has not been hitting the ball as well as he once was. Cooper Etheridge started the season on a 14-game hitting streak. Has been a bit cold as of late, but has 3 home runs at home this season. And 6 of 18 his last 4 games. This one a ride to deep left field. Tailing to the scoreboard. Meyer all the way back. Over the shoulder grab. He makes the catch. Warning track shot for Etheridge, who has the power to go over. But the sac fly RBI to score Revere. And it's a 2-0 game. For Etheridge, that's RBI number 23 of his season. And really thought he had home run number 7. He's third in the whack in long balls and nearly made up some ground on first place.